Hi, Heather from across the front farm, and showing you in this video today what you can substitute in your salads or stir fries, smoothies, and other dishes for kale when you realize, oh crap, I didn't buy kale yesterday. It's okay. It's okay. Then I thought, oh, I've got plenty of dandelion that is fresh and happy and vibrant because it is the last extra day of February, leap year. Happy leap year 2024. So I just want to show you how I am going to gather some of this. And if this is helpful for you, this video, please do like it. Hit that subscribe button to be notified and part of the tribe when I put new videos on YouTube. So, no, it's not a hard thing to do to gather dandelion, but there are so many things to keep in mind. I want to refer you to a number of videos that I've got posted about dandelion and their wonderful benefits for health. They're just great. So stay tuned and I'll share those with you towards the end of the video. And thanks for watching. So I brought my gathering basket out here with a cloth napkin in it, which I put in there just so that the basket doesn't get too wet because it's raining and about 38 degrees. However, it's a great day to gather this wonderful, wonderful herb. So I suggest the best place to gather is not right from the center where the brand new growth is coming out. Let the plant do its thing, and you can certainly use some kitchen shears or a knife to cut off some of these beautiful shoots. And don't do it all in one area of the plant either, nor do you want to take the whole plant down. So I'll make sure you get the ones that you've cut. I will do a few there, and then this is right up against one of my raised beds in the north garden. And so let's just take a few out over here. Get those in the basket. And that's all I'm going to do from this plant. I have many, many plants. And you'll notice, look at the milk coming out of the cut. That dandelion milk. And you'll also notice way back hiding in here, there is the first flower bud right here, what I'm poking. So we're going to let that be. Yes, the greens tend to be more tender before the plant has bloomed, but it's not horrible to get them after you see those blooms coming up and actually flowering. Here you can see against another one of my raised beds, like a dandelion garden practically. There's so many in here, and I just let them keep growing because they're so great for food and, as I said, medicine tonic for the spring. More about that, but I do encourage you to take a look at the videos I've done on dandelion and have linked in the description of this video. And then what do we have here? More. Oh, it's not dandelion. It's a kind of trying to look like, but this is cat's ear. And you can see a little bit down here as you get closer. You can see, look at all the hairs on those leaves. They tend to get a little more invisible as the leaves mature, but you don't want to mistake this for dandelion. And you might think, oh, that looks so different than these. well, some people do get them mixed up, and they do tend to grow together in the same areas with dandelion. So they like the same soil conditions. But you can see in these young shoots here just how defined the teeth are, which lead me to give you the name in French for dandelion, which is Dandelion. So it's Dentdelion, which means teeth of the lion. And you can certainly see these teeth holding great goodness and medicine. So I am going to just gather a few more of these leaves from this plant. Put them in my basket. And then just to be fair, I'm going to take a few from here. Just use my fingers to just kind of snip them off. And then this plant in particular, looking a little raggedy. We've had some mega cold weather about 6 weeks ago now, middle of January. And this guy got pretty hammered because they were starting to come up with their leafage during that time, just barely. So I'm going to just let him have a grand time being himself and gathering his strength. So, qualities, benefits. These guys, like I say, are so great for a spring tonic. Best way, I think, is to just eat them raw. We've got that little bit that we've gathered here in our basket. I am going to use these actually in a soup. I have some other ingredients already ready to roll, and I'm just going to wash these. You definitely want to do that. Rinsing is more like it, not washing, but you're going to wind up with debris in there. See, like we got some fir needles, and because you're cutting them close to the ground, you're going to have a little bit of soil too coming off of them, so you can see that. And then another fir needle. So just rinse them and take out anything that is not dandelion leaf. And depending on your use, if you're using them for salad, I definitely suggest just putting them in like a tea towel and not scrunching them, but just making a little kind of container wrap out of the towel with the dandelion leaves in the bottom of it. Pull up the edges and hold that and just kind of shake it to get the excess moisture off, just because you don't want to water down whatever salad dressing you're going to be using. So what else? They're super high in chlorophyll, which is very beneficial as a spring tonic because it helps with getting the body some antihistamines, and they're definitely from your area of the land if you're gathering like in your yard or adjacent and nearby areas. So that's really good because it's providing medicine for your body from where you're living, and that is such a huge principle that I suggest and emphasize with my clients, that it's so important to use the medicine that's provided for us, the plant medicine, near where we live, because that's the ecosystem we're living in and are supported by, if indeed we gather the medicine, always with supreme knowledge that you've studied and are clear on, or that you're working with someone who has definitely studied, not just on Google, the medicine, plant medicine that's most appropriate for you and what you're dealing with and wanting to address as far as seasonal allergies or other conditions that just may be persistent for you. So again, check out those other videos I've got noted in the description of this video, and happy gathering. I must emphasize before I go here how important it is to only gather plants from areas that you know for certain have not been sprayed or layered with pesticides, whether it be weed and feed or Roundup or other chemical toxins, because the plants take up any chemical or nutrient that is in the soil, and it comes into the plant material itself. So whether you're using the roots of a plant or you're using the flowers or the leaves, you don't want that toxicity of herbicides and pesticides in your system, and Lord knows the earth does not want them either. So make sure you know your source area and its history. I like to say a minimum of 3 years chemical free is the guideline. More is better, because if they've had herbicide pesticide applications, the more time the plants have to move out, clean out their systems of that chemical garbage, the better for them, which means the better for you. Thanks again for watching. Happy approaching spring, and I hope you have some Dandelion nearby that is nice and healthy that you can gather and get into your body for enjoyment and balance as well as healing. Take great care of yourselves, and see you next time.